This is a quick Jarvis Butts update. You guys know he had court today in the Wayne County Criminal Court. The next court date has been set for June 20th on all cases. Okay, that is going to be a case conference and all motion deadline. It's basically going to be listed as a case conference. They have tentatively scheduled the trial for October 6th, 2025. Okay. The trial date has been set for October 6th. In between, then, what can you expect? So, if they're filing motions, any motions will be heard. Look, sometimes they say, so this is when they're going to have the period where they'll file motions to suppress evidence, things of that nature. They're going to start sharing discovery information, which they may have already been sharing discovery, but at the end of the day, we're in the pretrial phase, and they have scheduled, if you go into the system, this is not updated yet. I got this directly from the judge's office, and the date was set for October 6th, 2025. And just so you know, Jarvis was in court today. The defendant was there, and it was set for 9 o'clock. She said they started basically on time. These dates were set, and the conference has been completed. So that's basically what happened. Just short, sweet, to the point. As far as coverage, we do know CBS was there. They probably will file a news story. They'll probably show Jarvis in the court and talk about what I'm telling you right now. But at the end of the day, the next court date is June 20th, a case conference. Again, trial set for October 6th, 2025. That's the update. And there you go. There you have it. Okay. October 2025 trial. But in between trial, so that's like what, 7 months from now, you're going to have all of the motions, you're going to have all of the pretrial in October. So if it's set for October 6th, that's when you're going to have the couple of days of jury selection, voir dire, and go right into trial. So that's what they said. October 6th, 25. The voice changed to professional. Yes, because I'm going to clip this part of the video and put it up as a little update. Yes. Okay. We were, yes. Well, it takes a minute for the wheels of justice to go. So it's been a year since Naziah Harris has been gone, but keep in mind she went missing January. The family waited, which I was watching a true crime kind of investigative conversation with law enforcement regarding some other cases. And one thing that they consider as a huge red flag is when there are delays in reporting someone missing. It's not normal for people to delay reporting folk missing, unless maybe you just didn't know they were missing. But most of the time, when someone realizes that someone is not where they're supposed to be, they call immediately, right? If you didn't know, you didn't know. So that would be a legitimate delay. But just on some, well, we just figured, I mean, that's a red flag. That's very much of a giving of a red flag. So then based on the they reported it to the school, not to the police department. The school held on to it. School law enforcement held on to it for almost 30 days. So there was a big delay in her investigation. That's number one. Number two, the charges were only filed in September. He was in jail, but he's been in jail. Jarvis Butts has been in jail since February. And we know this from the preliminary exam because he'd already broken the law and had a sentence to pay basically for some weapons charges. So that if you're wondering why Jarvis was in jail from February to September, it's because he had already violated and he needed to go and turn himself in to do a 1-year sentence. Turns out that he was already in jail doing this sentence when he was charged with the host of charges that he is being held to account for now regarding Naziah Harris, along with other victims of his foolishness and predatory ways. Okay. Um, so that's happening. So all cases will be heard on June 20th. So just keep in mind that gives his defense team now from March until June 20th adequate time to go through discovery and prepare for what? The defense. Okay? Prepare their defense and cuz he'd be there anyway, and it doesn't matter if he gets a bond because first of all, I think he's been remanded into custody. He might have a bond on one charge, but he doesn't have bond on all, not to mention he's still doing a bid. So he's there doing a bid for the weapons charges on top of the other charges he has. And keep in mind, all of his charges have not been given a bond and he's been remanded into custody on most, if not all. So he's not getting out. There's no worries there. Um, so between now and June 20th, I'm sure they're going to be working diligently on his case, his discovery, all of those things, working to file motions and all of those things. But right now, the case has been set. Trial date October 6th, 2025. Okay. Um, and once again, if you did not know, now you know. Jarvis was in court. He was with his team. I asked my courtroom contact, and they said that there were no changes in attorneys. So more than likely, Tina Ripley was there, and then their other his legal team. Okay, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. I was given this information by someone who was quite helpful that I made contact with yesterday when I was on with you guys, who told me that I could call them back even though I could not jump on the Zoom. They said they'd be happy to give me an update after the conference adjourned with the docket updates. I'm not going to hold y'all. Let me go handle that business, okay? And I'll see you guys at lunchtime. I'll see you guys around 12:30, okay? Okay? All right. Bye, guys.